Hello everyone, welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. My name is Amanda. In today's video, we are going to do a fun and funky summer nail art design using a blooming gel. It has been super hot here in the UK, so it has been the perfect time to break out the brights, and I really love combining brights with blooming gel and going all out fun. So that's exactly what we're going to do in today's video. So starting off on the first nail, I'm going to go in with a base of Just Peachy. So we're going to do 2 coats of this, curing each coat for 30 seconds. Now, Just Peachy is such a gorgeous orange. It's kind of like a peachy coral shade. It's definitely got a hint of coral coming through, but it also has like a hint of a neon look to it as well. So it's great if you're looking for something with a bit of a neon effect, but without going for that classic highlighter orange look. I absolutely love it. It makes a gorgeous colour for summer, and I thought it would make a great base for some blooming gel nail art with both Exotic Mango and Paradise Red. So I'm going to put those 2 colours down onto my palette, and then once I've got them down onto my palette, we're going to take our Kiki London Blooming Gel and we're going to apply this directly over the top of our Just Peachy base. So if you haven't seen the Kiki London Blooming Gel before, it comes in a 15 ml bottle and it is a clear gel. It's going to look very similar to, say, a base or top coat, but it has a thinner consistency, and the idea is you put it down onto your nail, you leave it wet, and you create your design into that wet layer of gel, and it's going to bloom. So it's going to create this really fun, soft effect, and it's very versatile. You can play around and create all sorts of designs with it. You can do blooming gel roses, which are a lot more detailed than some of the designs we're doing today. We are going to do some florals or some little cutesy flowers anyway, but you can also use it for your marbles as well. Now, I usually love teaming it with bright colors. I think it adds to the appeal of the look. So that's exactly what we're doing here. So as you can see, I've dotted on using a large dotting tool, Paradise Red, to begin with, and you can see the edges of that, they're starting to spread and soften, and it creates this really fun it creates this really fun look, I was going to say, and you can do some really fun techniques with it. Now, I've also then gone into the center with Exotic Mango, and I'm going to pull my brush through this just to create another kind of look. It gives off a little bit of a tie-dye effect, which is something I also really love doing with the blooming gel. Now, whatever design you create, the longer you leave it wet, the more it's going to bloom. So once you're happy with how much it's bloomed and how that design is looking, that's when you're going to put it into cure, and that's going to lock your design in place. So let's move on to the second design. On this one, we're going to start off with Parrot Green and Zesty Blue, and I'm going to kind of add these both to the nail. And then I'm gonna go in with, first of all, with Zesty Blue, and I'm coming halfway down the nail and kind of cutting across in a diagonal across the nail, and then we're going to push Parrot Green up to this. So I'm going to take that, and I'm wiping off a lot of the product. I don't want to go in with too much on my brush, and I'm being very careful that I don't want to pick up any of the Zesty Blue on my brush. If you do, you want to make sure you clean this off before you put it back into the bottle. Now, whilst that's still wet, we're then going to take our ombre brush, but we're not going to be doing an ombre. Of course, if you wanted to, you could, but I wanted to go for this bit of an edgy, abstract look. So I'm literally taking the ombre brush and kind of dragging some of the Zesty Blue into the Parrot Green, and then some of the green into the blue, and just creating this edgy kind of look. And you want to be really soft and gentle when you're doing this, because you're not necessarily wanting to blend those 2 colors together. We're just going for a really funky base. And a lot of these designs are very easy to do, so they're great if you are beginner friendly, or if you've got a client who's wanting some full-on nail art looking nails, but you're wanting to keep your timings in a salon quite quick. Now, over the top of this, after curing, we're going to come in with our layer of blooming gel. So we're keeping our blooming gel on the thin side. You don't want to apply this too thickly, but you do want a nice even coat so that everything flows across the nail or blooms across the nail nicely. And then again, we're going in with Paradise Red to begin with, and just come in across in a swoosh across the nail. I was going to come in and add some of the Exotic Mango onto this as well, but I didn't want the design to look too samey to the previous one. So I just went for that swoosh across, allowed it to bloom for 30 seconds, and then with the colours from the base underneath, I felt as though this was enough. And I really liked how over that zesty blue area where the edges have bloomed out, it kind of gives off a bit of a purple effect and really looked fun. So on to the third design, we're going to come in with Parrot Green. On this one, I'm going to do 2 coats, keeping each coat nice and thin because this is a very pigmented color, and if you apply it too thickly, you might find that you get curing issues, so it might ripple or just not fully cure. So with your bright shades, although it might be tempting to go in with them thicker to apply less layers, it's always better to just keep to your 2 thin coats. It is a very opaque color, so it can be quite tempting to go in and just do 1 thicker layer, but you always want to stick to those 2 thin layers. And then look how gorgeous this color looks. Again, it's got a little hint of that neon vibe to it, which I absolutely love. Now on this one, we are going to do some little corner flowers, really cutesy little ones. I feel as though these give off a bit of a 70s vibe as well, which I absolutely loved. So I have added Just Peachy to my palette, again coming in and applying our blooming gel to the entire nail. Even if you're just going to do your blooming gel in one area of the nail, to make it a lot more even, it's better to come in and apply that layer of blooming gel to the entire nail. So on this one, I wanted to do some flowers in the corners, just coming off the edges of the nail, so they're not full flowers. We're going to do some full flowers on another nail though. So I started off with Paradise Red, and then we're going to go in, clean off our dotting tool and go in with Just Peachy and do the same down at the tip of the nail. So typically when I do a flower with these little dotting tool styles, I like to go in and do 5 dots, 5 or 6 dots to represent the petals. So I've gone for just 3 on each. Now I've allowed this to bloom, but as you can see, some of the petals just don't look as perfect as I want them to. So I'm taking my stripe liner brush and just pulling that gel to where I want it to go. And ideally you want to do this right before popping it in to cure. So once I was happy with that, we popped that into cure, and I completely forgot to show you what it looked like after curing, but you will see it further along in the video when we come to top coating. So on to our next nail, we're going in with a base of Exotic Mango, and I really wanted to team Exotic Mango with the Zesty Blue because I love a yellow and blue combination, and I feel as though it works with whatever shade of yellow and blue you're doing. So if you're going for pastels, it looks really nice, but then it looks really fun in these bright shades as well. So of course, to get that beautiful even opaque coverage, we're going in with 2 thin coats, curing each coat for 30 seconds. I'm then going to add the Zesty Blue to my palette. And then once I've done this, we're going to apply our blooming gel. Now you could, of course, if you wanted to work on 5 nails, or 4 nails would be easier at the same time. But I find with blooming gel, it's a lot easier to do 1 nail at a time, just because, or whilst it's blooming on 1 nail, I suppose you could start working on the 2nd nail, but it does make it a bit tricky because with blooming gel, you don't want it to over bloom and spread too much that you lose the look that you were going for. So I always find it easier to work on 1 nail at a time. So on this one, we're going to go in and do some full dotting tool flowers. Now you can do this look without blooming gel as well, but I feel as though it looks so much more fun with the blooming gel where the colours start spreading. And I really love how, again, similar to the pink over the blue, it gave us that purple outline. The blue over the yellow, as it's blooming, is creating this green around the edges, and it kind of just gives it a 3D effect, which I really loved. So I did 2 full flowers, and then I did some coming off the side of the nail as well. And then right before curing, I'm just going to dot in a Paradise Red center on the 2 full nails. I didn't want this to necessarily bloom too much, so I did that right before popping them in to cure for 30 seconds. And this was one of my favorite nails out of the 5. They're all quite fun and funky, so they're not for the faint-hearted, but do let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite out of the 5 designs. Now on this one, I wanted to show you guys you don't necessarily have to do colors on top of colors. You could go in and do a funky colourful base and then do some blooming gel in white. Black would work really well on these colours as well. So on here, we're going to just do 1 coat of Parrot Green, and then over the top of this, we're going to use a bunch of the colours to create a funky abstract effect. And I'm using my Ombre Brush again for this because this is great for creating any kind of abstract look. So I'm just using the very tips of my bristles and just applying a little bit of gel polish. So as you can see, I've gone into my gel polish and then wiped off some of the excess so that there's this sparse amount on the bristles. And then at first, I'm cleaning off each of the colours colours between each one so that we don't mix the colours. But then further along, I do mix them a little bit by not cleaning off my brush so that we get some other colours coming in. For example, if you mix the pink and blue a little bit, you're going to get some purple. So we went in with Paradise Red first of all, and then I'm going in with Exotic Mango, which doesn't pop too much over that green base, but I do add a little bit more further along. Then we're going in with the Zesty Blue, and I'm wanting to go over the colours but not necessarily blend them together. So we're just using a really light stroke for this, and again cleaning off the brush just so we don't start muddying up the colours or mixing the colours just yet. And then lastly, we're going to go in with Just Peachy. And then once I did have all 4 of those colours down on the nail, I did just stop cleaning off my brush as I was applying them. And then this way it meant we could blend a little bit and add in just some little lines here and there of other colours. So I was coming in with a little bit more pink over that orange. And then I think whilst the pink is still on my brush, yeah, I go into the purple and into the blue, and it gives us a hint of purple. And this, you could just do this with any colors, and as you can see, it's so fun to do. You could pull the colors together a little bit more. I have done that in quite an older video now when I was looking over videos on the channel, and it reminded me of this kind of design, but I blended the colors together a little bit more, and that creates a really fun effect as well. Now these kind of colorful bases work great with any kind of nail art over the top. They're a great way to just have some fun playing with nail art. I feel as though everything's all very minimalist, but sometimes it is fun to get out your colours, get out things like blooming gel, decals, foils, and just play around. So over the top of, we did pop those colours into Cure, and then over the top of that, we're going to come in with our layer of blooming gel. And then I've added some classic white to my palette. This is from the Hema Free range. For my whites, I usually use this or coconut, as they are both brilliant, pure, opaque whites. They're going to really pop, and that's what we want over this colorful base. And then on this now, I'm going to keep it fairly simple and just do like a blooming dotting edge frame around the nails, so it just frames in those colors. And then where it starts blooming, you start kind of getting this soft crackle effect on some of them as well, which I really liked. So I do just go in, add on my dots, and then touch up any that are needed. I was using quite a large dotting tool today. I couldn't find my medium one. This one's a little bit bigger than I would have liked, but it just adds to the fun, I suppose. But you could use any size dotting tool. Obviously, if you want smaller dots, you're going to go in with a smaller dotting tool. Once I was happy with how those dots had bloomed, I popped this in to Cure for 30 seconds, and this really gave a cool layered effect to that design. I think this would have looked really nice with some gold detailing over the top as well. So you could definitely do that on all the nails and add even more dimension. So now that we've finished all of our nail art, we do need to come in and top coat. So I'm going to top coat with the No Wipe Rubber top coat. This is my go-to top coat for working with blooming gel, because blooming gel can leave the nail a little bit uneven. So if you come in with a rubber top coat, where it has that thicker consistency, it smooths everything out and then will give you that super even finish. Now it is a thicker consistency, but you don't necessarily want to apply it thickly. So I like to go in and just gently float this over the entire nail, just using that floating technique rather than a dragging technique. So I do go in with my brush just loaded on one side, and then just wipe over the nail a few times to even out that builder gel, that top coat. Now of course, if you was still finding that the nail was a little bit uneven, you could hold this upside down for a few seconds before popping it into Cure. This nail especially was quite uneven. I think it was where we'd gone in with quite a lot of gel polish over the entire nail with all the flowers. So what I did do was applied my top coat, and then off camera I just held it upside down for a few seconds before popping that into Cure, and then it's going to pull the gel to the surface of the nail and give you that super smooth finish. Now the No Wipe Rubber top coat does require a 60-second cure, so we're going to cure this for 60 seconds. If you don't have the No Wipe Rubber top coat, you can use your regular top coat. If you wanted these to have a matte finish, they would look great with the Kiki London matte top coat. But this brings us to the end of the video. So I really hope you've all enjoyed watching, and I really hope these brighten up your day. If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below, let me know which one is your favorite. And if you have any video requests, do pop them in the comments below and I shall be happy to help. I hope you all have a wonderful sunny weekend. As always, all the products I've used are listed in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.